Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel and to a new video. My name is Eva and I'm a nature illustrator, and in today's video we're going to talk about a lot of things. First of all, how did the shop update go? And as you can see by the title, it did not go like really well, really amazing. So I share with you some reflections about it. And that was not the only thing, the shop update. I had more things with markets. I had some really good markets, some good and some bad. And between the good ones was the Eharts market, which I also talked to you about it. I share with you how I pack the orders, and then I also did something that was really for me a big goal, which was to send my first orders outside the EU, because I'm from Spain, and sending the packages between countries from the EU, it's really easy. It's like sending to your own country, but sending outside, you have to fill all the custom things and all of that. So I share with you some adventures that I had with the ones from the UK, which was something that I don't know, you will see what it is, but I learned something that I didn't know before. And another thing that I did, which can be really interesting for you if you also do art markets or you are going to do them, is that I share with you something that I did to keep control with everything that I bring and with everything that I sell. And that helps me a lot to plan the market and also to have in mind of what kinds of numbers of stock I am going to bring to the next markets, how did it go, and also to have control of everything that I sold and the money that I made. So those are some of the things that I share with you in this vlog. But before we go into the video, I wanted to tell you something, which if you have been following the channel and you have watched the previous vlogs, you know that last year was really crazy for me and I filmed a lot of vlogs, but I didn't have time to edit all of them. And this vlog is one of the last old vlogs. The next one will have the last clips of the old vlogs. I think I am also going to put some of the new clips, so that's coming to an end. But if you hear talking about Christmas, about things like that, Black Friday and things like that, it's because of that. Don't worry, it's just because of that. But I still wanted to post this because I think that was still really interesting maybe to other people, and I also wanted to have it uploaded to myself, to my future self, to have these memories in my channel for my future me when I want to rewatch them and things like that. And it's also part of my process of becoming an illustrator. So I am going to leave you with the video. I hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe to know when I upload new videos, and I'll see you at the end of the video. So the shop update is live and I was really nervous. I was really tired because I spent a lot of hours working on all the products, on finishing them and everything, and now it's live. If you want to get some of the things, you can go down here in the info box and you will find the link to my Etsy shop. And how did go the shop update? Well, now it's a week later because these weeks have been crazy, and last week, I have to be honest with you, I was kind of sad because the shop update didn't go as I planned. I just had 2 orders, and one of those was my sister, which I am really grateful. I am really grateful for the 2 orders. I am really grateful for my sister and to everything she got, because she's the best, and I know that she also likes these kind of products because we have the same taste, and I do the things that I have been buying and that I would like to buy. So I know that she would like them. It's not just to support, but at the same time it's really to support me. And I have been sad not for that. I have been really grateful for every order, for every comment, like everything. I am really grateful. But I don't know, I feel like kind of frustrated because I have worked so much on that and I have spent so much money on the tote bags, which I have, I think, yes, I have one here to show you. They came out incredibly beautiful. The colors are really gorgeous, but they were expensive, like really, really expensive. Each one of them cost me almost 50 cents, 8 euros with 50 cents. So it was a lot, because then I have to add all the taxes, the benefit for me to do them, and the time that I have spent in them, and to be able to pay all the things I have to pay. I was really frustrated with this, because the shop told me they were not that expensive, but then they were. I was really angry, and then I went there to pick them up, and there were some that had some little things like be great. For example, this one has some little dots of not being printed on them. It's really, really little, and I have sold all of the big rates, and all the other ones are perfect, but I was really frustrated because I had some of them, but also I had two that were horrible. One had like a coffee spill on here, and then another one was like they ripped the illustration. It was like really wrong, and I went there to show them how those two were, and to ask them to a refund, or if they could do me another two new ones, and they only wanted to do me one, and I was like, I cannot sell these ones. They are really bad. The other ones I am really happy, and I know that there are going to be some big rates, because I think it's normal, but those two were really bad. But well, now it's solved. They did me another two new ones that were perfect, and right now I don't feel as bad about that, because I have found another place that can do them for me, and they are not that expensive, and they do them really well, so I am relaxed on that. But I was really worried to get benefits from my shop and from everything to like compensate all the money that I have spent this month, which was a lot, like a lot. But right now I am feeling much better. I think this is something really normal, and mostly when we are starting. And I have like analyzed everything, and now I have some plans to get better on everything. So the shop update went but I had my focus on another goal, which was the market that I had this weekend, which went really well. So here I am with my little pumpkin that my sister gifted to me on the market, and that has been with me mostly all weekend to decor all the new collection that has a lot of pumpkins, and also to have some autumnal and Halloweeny vibes. So the market went really well. I have been really happy this weekend because of everything of the organization. That was amazing. The other stands as well, they were amazing. I really liked being with them. I felt really safe, really well, really happy. Also some family and friends came to support me because they are the best, and that always makes me really happy. And in terms of clients, also amazing. The people there were really nice. And on terms of money, which is a big part, and as the shop update didn't go as planned, I was like really expecting to get some money off this market, because it was expensive. It cost me 110 euros for a weekend. It's not really expensive, but for me it was. On the first day I almost got all the money back from the money that I had to pay to participate in, and then on Sunday I sold also a lot. So this has been the market that I have sold more, which makes me really happy. Also, it has been the one that it's been more expensive, but I have made almost 100 euros more or less, which is not like tremendous money, but for me it is a lot, and I can recover from a lot of the expenses that I had this month. Not all the expenses, but some of it. And right now what I have in here is something that I want to show you, which is the inventory of everything that I go to the market with. And I want to show you how it is because I think it's a good idea and it can help you if you go to market. So I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so I want to show you how I do this list. As you can see, it's in Spanish because I'm from Spain. Here in this column, I have the kind of product. For example, here, magnetic bookmarks, stickers, notepads, notebooks. And on every kind of product, I have one color, so I can see that more easily. And in the next column, I have of that kind of product, I have every design, or for example here I have a pack, and then the price, so I see it perfectly, and then here I put the amount of products of that design that I go to the market with, and here I put how many I sell of them. I can control what I sell and what I don't, and also to see on the next markets which design I have to bring more of it because it sells more, and also to know what I sold and which designs worked best. And right now what I'm going to do is put the name of the market here, and then here I am going to put all the benefits that I had and like writing down everything so I have a control, and also it's really nice to see it and compare it with other markets in the future. It was a really, really crazy weekend because I had the Eharts market, which, if you don't know, it's an online market that is hosted by Emily Harvey Art, which is an illustrator here in YouTube, in Instagram, everywhere. And it's only for her patrons, which I am one of them. And then at the same time, I was in a market that I went in person here in Barcelona. And I'm going to explain you first how the market in person went because it's more quicker to explain you. It went not the best. All the sales that I did were to cover the expenses of being in the market, which is not the best. I only made €1 of benefit, so it was like, I don't know. Right now I am going to put some clips of me packing the artists that I had in the Eharts market, and while you see me packing them, I'm going to explain you how the Eharts market went. The Eharts market went for me really well. I know that I didn't have like a lot of orders, but for me they are a lot. I had 3 orders and I was really, really happy about it. Something that Emily and also all the other people that has been participating in the Eharts market for a long time, they all told us that doing lives would help us a lot with everything, with sales, but also with engaging with everyone. So the last Eharts market, I loved it. I loved the environment. I loved the community. I made even some friends and I do really love it. I didn't have a lot of sales, I only had one, but the most important thing for me was the community, and also that it helped me to talk myself in Instagram. I did my first live with Emily at the time, but it was with her, and then I also made my first stories talking like face to face. And now in this Eharts market I really wanted to do my first solo live, and I was really nervous, also like really excited at the same time, but I was like, I don't know what I'm going to say, I don't know how it's going to go. Also, as I was in the in-person market, I didn't have a lot of time, so at the end I did a little live and I showed most of my products, and to be honest with you, I didn't expect to get anything from that, but I got 2 sales from the live, so I was like really blown away by that. And for sales, as I told you, I made 3. One of them was to Portugal and the other 2 were to the UK. Those were my first UK orders and also my first non-European Union orders. Which is important because that brings me to a story. Because when it's inside the European Union, as I am in Spain, which is inside too, it's really easy to send there. You just put the address and send the envelope, and it's like you send something to your own country. You don't have to go through customs and anything like that. But when you send outside it, you have to do it. And I have never sent to the UK, so I didn't know how that worked. Also, Etsy told me that I needed to put a number in the envelope for all the VAT and taxes and all of that. And as I didn't really know how that worked, I went to my post office and I asked them how I could do it, how that worked, because I needed to send 2 envelopes to the UK and I just didn't know how that worked. So when I got there, they told me that I needed the ID number for the person that I was sending to, and I was like, Etsy doesn't give me that information. And I was like, what am I gonna do? And they told me, we need that for customs. And oh god, that brings me to having an anxiety, like a really high level of anxiety. I told this situation to the persons that bought from me, and they told me that in the UK they don't have an ID number. You don't have to have it. So I was, first of all, really shocked because here in Spain you need it even to get a package from the post office. So we use it for everything, and I was like, how can they, how they don't have anything like an ID number or something like that. At the same time, I didn't know what to do. I was really lucky that the 2 persons that bought from me from the UK were people that were participating in the Eharts market, and I knew them a little bit, so it wasn't like an unknown person, which really helped me, and they were really sweet also. But I went back to the post office and I told them the situation again, that they didn't have an ID number because in the UK you don't need to have it. And then they told me that they didn't need it. And that was because the first person that I asked that to, she understood that I wanted to send that as a first class, which would be the same in the UK. It's called differently here, but it's like a first class. And that wasn't the case. So they told me that I only needed for the first class, but as I was going to send it as a normal letter, I didn't need the ID number, which was like, thank God, because until that moment, with my anxiety like really high, I was thinking about not sending anymore outside the European Union, neither the UK, neither the USA, anything. But with that, I felt much more relaxed. Now I can send to the UK, but with all the Brexit things and all of that, I was like really scared. But no, it was just a moment of panicking, but that's all. Don't worry, I can send everywhere, but I suffered a lot this week because of that. But it's done. I am really happy about that, about those sales. And also right now I am working on designing a new product that I want to do, which is an animal mug, and I am going to design the illustration that I want to be in the outside so I can send it to be made. Hello! Hello everyone, some days have passed and I have gone to, I think, some markets since the last time we spoke, and both of them were not really good. In the first one, I just covered the expenses of the market and made €1 of benefit, which was like okay. And then in the second one, I lost money because I didn't get to cover all the expenses of that one. And in the first one, I have never gone before and I know I'm not going to come back. But in the second one, I have gone 2 times and those 2 times went really well. But that day was Black Friday and I thought that was going to be a good thing because I thought that people were going to buy, but people were in the center of the city and in big shops with big discounts, so people didn't buy a lot. Also, it was the end of the month and here in Spain people receive their money from work at the beginning of the month, so people told us that they didn't have money to buy things from us, so it was kind of sad. But this weekend I am going to come back, and most of the month, to the same place, because I know that there works, but not in the end of the month, so I am not going to go back at the end of the month. More things that I'm doing is I'm going to show you this, which is a mug, an animal mug, and it's because I am going to do one with my design. It's not this exactly, this one is from a Primark candle, but it's the same style, and I have this in hand to visualize the design, and I am working on that. I have done some sketches, some studies for the illustration, which I will show you really soon. And then right now I am also working on something which is in my notebook, in my Bambi notebook, and it's something to organize myself for all the ideas that I have for my social media, because I have a lot of things in my mind, but I don't have a place to write them down and to like organize them. I have like some papers around here everywhere, but they are not a place for that. So I am also doing that. And then this week I have also wrote to some shops here in Barcelona that have some things from artisans or artists, and only one of them answered me that they wanted to see the things that I do. So I am going to have a meeting, I think maybe next week, with them, and it's a really good shop because I have gone there and I really like the shop, and I think it's going to be a good one. So finger crossed, I hope that works, and yes. So this is one of my favorite public libraries that I have in my city, which is Barcelona. And in fact, this is the best public library in the world. I think it was last year, and I went there to get some books about animals. I got one about insects that we are going to watch now, or we are watching right now, and I really love that library. I wanted to show you some clips of it and some of the things that I got, which were the book you saw about insects, and also some movies and another book. So this is the end of the video. I hope you liked it. I also hope those reflections of not going everything as well as you want to and as you think it would be can maybe resonate with you. If you have gone through something like that, through some rejection and through some failures, leave here in the comments if you want to share your experience, the things that help you maybe, or I don't know, you can share whatever you want in the comments. I love to read them. So don't forget to subscribe, to give a thumbs up, it will help me a lot, and I really hope you liked the video, it helped you, and I'll see you really soon. Bye!